welcome. This is another episode of the All for the Culture show and podcast. Today we got a special guest in the building. We got a man who, just the name rings bells alone and, solidified in Houston. One of the OGs in Houston that we are honored to have on the show, that we're honored to talk to today. Mike Prince, man. How you doing, man? Thank you for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it.
What's going on, my brother?
How's it going?
It's all good.
So, man, we just, we wanted to talk to you today. We know your history a little bit. We know the last name Prince. We know all that. So I wanted to talk to you. How was it growing up being a Prince, seeing Jay Prince is your uncle or your?
No, we first cousins.
We first cousins. Yeah. How was it seeing that? Like, how was it being around that kind of history and that culture and stuff like that?
Well, for one, as far as being a Prince, it didn't start, you know what I'm saying, and it won't end with him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For my family itself and the whole, we always been family and well grounded and embedded.
Okay.
So before the culture of hip hop in the South,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, then he's definitely solely responsible for that.
Yeah.
And just watching that whole transition and creation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was amazing, you know what I'm saying? Because
it had to be.
Yeah, it was amazing, and it still is, just to still be 30 years and running,
Yeah,
as an independent company, so it wasn't nothing but more motivation for anyone else paying attention to the whole movement.
Dang. So at that time when you saw Scarface and the Geto Boys and all the beginning, what age were you? Were you old enough to understand it? Were you old enough to like?
I was part of the run. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like I just wasn't an artist.
Okay.
In that sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I used to take the first records to school and hustle the records. You know what I'm saying? When they had the vinyl, I'm like, soon as we dropped the first Geto Boys, Car Freaks. You know what I'm saying? I'm up in my school like I'm the shit. I got the Geto Boys, Car Freaks. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a little bit of my hustle.
Yeah.
Was pushing the record.
Made you popular in school, I'm sure, huh?
Oh yeah, very much more popular. Yeah.
And so when you think about you doing music now, how do you think watching that and seeing that shaped you as an artist and influenced you as an artist now?
We always had love for, the culture and the music itself. As far as me wanting to dedicate myself to it, then that was something different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just like you have people that love boxing.
Yeah.
But they don't want to dedicate themselves and be a boxer.
Yeah.
You know
They
what
just
I'm
want to
saying?
watch it from afar.
They want to watch it from afar. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? With me, I was always very business oriented. I always wanted to create situations and reinvent situations and see how can I maneuver this way to make a bag this way. Because I have a different respect for artists versus me being a manager of artists. You know what I'm saying? Be sports and entertainment. So when I became an artist on this side of the table, then I'm like, man, it's really some work with this here.
Okay.
But I understood the whole politics of it.
Okay.
And I understood the game, so I'm more prepared than a lot of the artists today.
Yeah, exactly.
You dig? And that's the difference, you know what I'm saying? When people think, okay, I just go in the studio, I do this here. That's a small percentage of the work that need to be done.
Yeah.
That's why the success is a small percentage.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's dropping some gems, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you talked about the sports management for a second. Were you also into that with your cousin and doing the boxing
most
and all
definitely.
that?
You have Jay Prince Boxing.
Yeah.
You have Prince Boxing. You have a slew of boxers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's really something that's really that we're trying to take over also. You know what I'm saying? Because we're real deep into that boxing scene.
Y'all still into it?
We have a fight coming up June 17th, next Saturday. Andre Ward.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's doing that's one of his fighters also. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we'll be in Vegas for that.
He was involved with Floyd Mayweather at one time too, right?
He started Floyd Mayweather's career when he's a professional. He negotiated his first 5-fight HBO deal, and Floyd ain't looked back since.
Was that after he left I forgot the white guy's name. The old white guy. The one.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in that industry.
He fought. Yeah, I know, right? When he fought De La Hoya, I know he left.
No. That was We was before then.
He was before then.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we was before that.
But I mean, y'all have a good relationship because there had been
most
like reports that there was a bad relationship, something like that.
Nah,
That's just reports.
Politics.
Yeah, it's just reports.
Yeah. Entertainment.
Yeah.
Entertainment. You got to keep something fly in the media.
Yeah. What does he say? The lie's always more entertaining than the truth, or something like that. You know.
That's true.
That is true. Yeah. Everybody wants to hear
person,
the lie.
Right. They'll run with a lie before they listen to the truth.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
So to speak on boxing, I want to ask you one question real quick. What do you think about the Floyd Mayweather and the Conor McGregor fight?
I don't.
Do you think that that's a good idea? Not a good idea? Are you interested in it?
I think anything dealing with money and money of that level is a great idea. You know, because I'm a money type guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm all, you know, so
Yeah.
it's a great business move.
Yeah.
You know, and it might be and it's definitely a different entertaining move. It's not the first time that a boxer done fought someone that knows martial arts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm not mistaken, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had was it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? No, he's a ball player.
That's what I was confused.
But his thing was martial arts.
Okay.
He really know that stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he really
Okay,
know
cool.
that. You know what I'm saying? But
Being that tall, wow.
yeah, exactly. Jitsu or some way he throw you way across the room. But you know, it'll be entertaining if it really took place.
Yeah.
It'll be entertaining, but it's all about the money. So
Yeah.
you know, if it's a situation that the money ain't involved,
Yeah.
you know.
What we gonna do?
But for the sport, I'm not really worried about it.
Hate it, but I fuck her like a lover. I was fighting, but we kiss under the cover. And baby, I don't ever play around with you. As soon as we get together, you know what's going down. She say she love when I'm up in it. Them other niggas ain't with it. She like, what's your favorite position? I'm like, baby, every position. And I love when you wash the dishes. Not because you washing the dishes. It's because I'm a little short you be wearing when you walking around in the kitchen, yeah.